Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we are doing something super special. So my friends are getting married in 1 month from now, so I'm giving myself the next 2 weeks to make their wedding rings for them. And I am super appreciative that they have given me the opportunity to do this for them because it's such a super special thing. So the way I want to work is just giving myself the next 2 weeks to not do anything else. I just want to focus on just these 2 rings, making them absolutely beautiful. I like to work by just going about my days, having stress-free. I might go fishing, I might go shopping, you know, just being absolutely stress-free, not worrying about any other work, and just focus on thinking about this while I'm going about my day. Sometimes late at night in bed, I'll just pop up with random ideas of what I should do next and stuff like that. And they have given me a full creative freedom to do so, to work my way. So we love that. I'm going to make some amazing stuff. I have some ideas in my head of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to try and draw you guys a little bit of my ideas that I have, but there's a good chance it'll change along the way because as I go, I change my mind all the time. So it'll give you a bit of an idea, but it'll probably end up something different in the end, but we will see what happens anyway. So we have a bit of 9-carat yellow gold here, and we have 2 opals and 1 garnet here that they have sent me that we're going to use. So let me give you guys a close-up of these and I'll explain what I'm going to do and bring you guys along for the journey of creation. So these are the stones that we are working with today. So the 2 for her, the big one is for him. Really nice stones. Now I may have to get my gem machine out and make his a little bit thinner because right now it's pretty thick, and he actually said that for the ring, but everything else should be fine besides that. And then this is a bit of 9-carat yellow gold that they have sent me that I'm going to be melting down. It feels pretty good. Hopefully it draws down really nicely and doesn't have any imperfections in the metal. All right, so we've got our stones here that I just took a photo of, cut them out really roughly, and we're just going to do a rough design. So I already kind of know what we're doing here because my client sent me a reference of kind of something what they want. So we're just going to have 2 bands soldered together coming down each side on that one. Super easy design. That's it from the top, and we have a bezel around here. I will try and do something fancy for a bezel maybe, but strength wise I don't know, we will see. I'm still thinking on that one, but we can get the basic shape done. This one here, I had an idea when I was just sleeping, man, of like, I'll have to do it down here first. Something like the ring comes around, it goes like this, and then comes around the other end, does the exact same thing over there, like that sort of thing. Probably push them in a little bit further like that. Probably like that sort of thing. Funny little shape, but I think that's going to look really good. So that's the top of that one. I think that's going to look really cool, and then obviously have your bezel around each stone, just like that sort of thing. And then you have a cool little twirl. And we're going to have to make it kind of thick to make it. I'll make the shank thick, so the shank is the bottom of the ring. We have a swirl pattern up here. We're going to make this really thick and then it taper off in the end. So a lot of filing. Going to be losing a bit of gold dust here, but that's okay. It's not that much. This one from the top, we get our stone here. This is just going to be all the same thickness all the way around, really. We're going to have to make 2 rings, solder them together. But that is my ideas anyway. We'll see how much that changes as we go. But I quite like them. Like these ones here will be raised up. So this will be underneath sort of thing, and these will be up, which will make it look not so flat like that. But you get what I mean. Welcome back. It's a new day today. I've just parked at some random park kind of thing. Park is over there. And we're about to do the next step on the jewelry. So I've got my GoPro chest cam. I'm just about to roll down that gold and make hers first. So I'm leaving the men's ring till second because I have to order some binding wire to be able to do that one, and you'll see why when I get it and everything. But we're going to work on her ring first, so I'm going to draw down some gold for that and bring you guys along for the process. Actually, before we roll down the metal, I've changed my mind. I'm just going to get my jewelry tools out, get my ring sizer, and we need to get a rough idea of how thick we need to draw down the metal. So where is my mandrel? Here it is. Yo, this will be the first ring I've ever made with my own mandrel. I haven't made a ring in years. So I'm using some blue tack, and I'm going to make a mock-up of her ring just to make it the right size and thickness. Just going to roll this into a snake. So I have a ring that I wear, and this is my personal ring, and I want to make this really thick. So see how when it has a gap, this shit ain't moving. It's as strong as hell. And I want to make this ring just the same because it's not going to be soldered all the way around. It needs to be strong. So it needs to be that thickness or a little bit less. This is overkill. This is like a men's thick one. But I want it to be about that thickness. So that's what I'm trying to get at with this. Alright, so this is pretty perfect to where I want it. It's about the same thickness. So we need to figure out how much we want to taper this as well. And then curl it, sort of thing. So we put this on size L, just there. I'm not gonna lie, man, this is quite difficult. Oh, look at that though. We got something happening here, man. So that's it. That's the length that we need. So that is what I need to make. So let's make that in gold now. Oh, this will be way more comfy to work right here at the park. So with that, let's roll this gold out, man. Now you never know when you buy gold off random people if it's 9 carats, so they got the right amount of alloys to make it perfect. So we're about to find out. How's it going? What you doing there? Oh, I'm just rolling out some gold to make a ring.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you got, a little gold roller. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. So I'm a jeweler and I travel around Australia in my camper van and make jewelry for people.
Oh, nice,
so I'm making some wedding rings at the moment.
Very cool, yeah.
Alright, so we've got to anneal this now. Problem is windy. Can't do this if there's any wind. We literally cannot have any wind in here. So we're just making this red hot to soften the metal. And that will help me get it down a bit more, and we have to do this like 50 times. And we're back to it after annealing that, and we're going to make it hopefully square sometime soon. "10 years later." Oh, so it's been over an hour already. And we're getting there. I'm about to use my foot to kind of do this so I can flip it around on the correct angle. You have to do one going in that way, one going in that way, so I gotta make sure I catch it. But it's looking good so far. It feels like good metal. Everything's working, so I'll see you guys once I'm done. So I'm just I'm actually measuring stuff today to make this work, but this is about 3.3, and I just realized we need some backing plate, so I'm just going to cut off a little bit for backing plate. So I'll roll this flat through the rollers that way. That'll be a bit for backing plate. This is like 2.3 is what we need. So this is going to get even longer. I'm just freaking eyeballing the crap out of all this. It's really hard, man. I don't know how much to cut off because we need some for his ring too. This is going to be a hectic job, dude. I hope we have enough metal for all of this. I don't know how thick I want his ring, but for backing plate, I want to be overkill, but I can't be overkill with everything today. Maybe here. I'm just hoping for the best here, man. Cutting off a little bit for backing plate. So I got a piece of backing plate, and now I want to draw this all down to 3. Okay, so this is all 3 now, and I need to cut off more. So we're going to cut off another section. So this is my backing plate. I do need to still roll that. I'm going to cut off... We need some for bezels, so the one that we're cutting off now is for bezels. Then we're going to roll it down to the shank size. And I need to make 3 rings to a size Z. That's massive. This would only make like 2 as is. It's going to be really hard, but his only really need to be like 1 mil, maybe 1.5. So for bezels, maybe I cut that much off. I'm thinking maybe that much. Oh, I don't know. I need to make 3 rings of this shit. Is this going to be enough for 3 rings? That is the question. For 3 rings, man. I don't know. I don't know how to do maths, man. I know that some jewelers work this out mathematically. But I don't know how to do maths, dude. I never understood that. I can never focus. And if I can't focus, I'm not going to learn. It's just too boring, but... Let's see if this goes to 2.3 is what we got to get it to make her ring. And then his like 1.5. Just going to cut it close, dude. Will this be enough for 3 rings? Alright, so I'm just making my bezel wire. I've got to roll this one down for the backing plate a little bit more, and this one is cutting it close because I've got to make bezel wire for a garnet and 2 stones. How's that going to work? And we're about to get the size of the garnet. So that's how much we need for the garnet. Oh, we might actually have enough. Once we roll this to 0.5, it'll get pretty long, I think. Yeah. I'm going to cut this about here. This a lot. So here is the metal prepared. We have our bezel wire. We have this. What is this for again? Oh yeah, this is for the garnets. So we have that for the garnet. We have this for the backing plate, which is heaps of metals. So we can fit 2 stones on there. Backing plate's done. And this is how much we have for a ring. So here's my little ring thing. That's how much we need for hers. And we're going to be cutting that close for the men's ring. So we're just going to do hers and then see what happens at the end. Welcome to the next day, guys. So I just got back from the Lapidary Club in the Gold Coast, where I just used their draw plates to roll down some wire. There was a really nice lady there that let me in to use the tools without even me having to sign up. Super nice people, awesome thing. But I didn't want a video there because I thought that'd be a bit weird. Just some random guy walking in and using all the tools and everything. But super nice people. Anyway, I'll show you guys what I've done with the wire. What I did was roll this metal all down. So this metal here, I've rolled round to 2 mil, which is going to be better for the ladies' ring when I go to curl the ends in. So I was able to use their round draw plates to make this all round. And this is for the men's ring. There's enough here for 2 at size Z. And this is about 1.5 round, which is perfect. They're going to be 2 rings. So we did all that at the Lapidary Club today and spent a few hours there. So if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm just parked on the side of the road at the moment while I wait for someone to get home from work, because I'm buying a chair off Facebook Marketplace and they don't get home for another 2 hours. So I'm just parked around the corner. I'm just going to start working on this ring. So I'm going to get the chest cam on and start smashing away at this thing. So all I need to do now for the ladies' ring is just kind of hammer the end and make that taper. I think hammering will be better so I don't lose as much gold. God, that banging is loud. I think I need to file this. I'm just going to start to curl it in till I get that perfect perfect little thing going on. I do like the size of this so far. That is really, really nice. The whole thing about it. Oh, dude, before I do this, dude, I've got to sand it. I'm not going to be able to sand that. Oh my gosh, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm not going to be able to sand that once it's curled in. Yeah, what are we doing, man? What are you doing? Get with the program, brother. I'm going to have to nail that again. And do that again. But that's fine. We can do this as much as we like. We have plenty of metal to play with. Alright. Let's just clean this up. Which is what I should have done before. And then we'll recurl it. Tight. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a nice tight curl. And it's strong, man. Really strong. And then curl this all in more. Oh! I was waiting for that. I knew that would happen. Oh, I need my other freaking pliers. Those ones are too shit. Alright, so that's gonna go like that. So my finger just randomly started bleeding, so I'm just wrapping it up with some tattoo aftercare. Oh, I love this stuff for wounds, but not for tattoos. Alright, so I need to go get my chair. I need to stop playing with this, but I wasn't happy with this side, so I'm trying this side to see if I should redo that side, and I don't know, I'm slowly getting there with it and just trying to get the perfect curl, man. Literally, I've been here for 2 hours just trying to make a perfect curl. So silly, but that's the work, man. That's the work. We gotta go get this chair. Now I've got to pack up all this. Alright guys, so I got my chair. This is my new chair. And it's pretty comfortable. It goes up and down and the back moves and all that. So we'll see if this is any better for my back. But I'm just cooking up some tacos. It is currently really raining outside. I'm gonna show you guys. Maybe I can get this in here. It is raining out there, but we're in the comfy van and we're cooking up some tacos. I love this. Well, soft tacos anyway. And watching some YouTube over here, which is cool. So that's it for the jewelry making today. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow when we get back at it, and I'm gonna enjoy my tacos on YouTube. Good morning, guys. It was freaking raining all night last night, but it's finally stopped. But it's gonna still rain today, it says on the weather. I just wanted to show you guys where I was camping. There's mosquitoes everywhere here, so I'm shutting the door, but we were camping outside the camping store. And I thought that was pretty funny. So it looks like I'm just going to be inside all day, just working on this freaking ring. And I'm excited, man. Rainy day in the car park, working on the ring. So I'm going to get the chest GoPro cam on, and then we're going to get started. So picking up where we left off, I've decided I like this curl better than this one, because this one I just marked on the inside, which is going to be super hard to polish in there. So I'm going to redo that side. I'm going to keep this curl on. So now I'm just going to bend it into a ring, and before I do the other curl, but yeah, you'll see. So I'm going to have breakfast very shortly, but I just wanted to get a start on this, and I'm going to get this to the size L. And just make it go around. So we got to go smaller than L and then pull it. That is how we do it in the jewelry game. God, this ring is going to be freaking hectic. For a woman's ring, it's just going to be so beautiful and just absolutely strong. It's going to be a really nice ring. Like, this thing is really hard to twist. I could have honestly used thinner wire, but I just wanted that strength, man, and it is here. That strength is definitely here, man. I'm going to put a mark on this one, right where the end is, and then uncurl it, and that will give me my length. So this is the length of the curl, which is there. Okay. So if I want it to be here, we're going to cut that there. The rain has stopped a bit, by the way, so I'm trying to keep this open as much as I can. But yeah, I've got to just file the end of that and make another curl. I'm gonna have to get some new drawers at some stage, because we are using them. Alright, so we've got our taper. Now I need to fold this the opposite way to that one, which is going on this side, so it's going that way. And hopefully she's alright. Alright, let's get this the right size now. Just need it size L, so let's just make it a lot smaller. Oh, the missions, man. This is a hard ring to make. Okie dokie, so this is exactly size L, and it's looking pretty good if I do say so myself. That is absolutely perfect to what I wanted, man. Now we're just gonna have one setting there, one setting there. And that's gonna be a beautiful ring, dude. So super simple breakfast today, just having an orange, and then I'm gonna have some cereal. But I just want to get some fruit in before my cereal.
That's how you know I'm down bad.
Cheers!
There we go.
So for this bezel, we literally just want to turn this into a bezel. Right, so I got my bezel kind of made right here, kind of thing. And just gonna solder that. But usually I would have like a round punch to punch this, but I don't actually have one. I might have to go to the Gem Club, but I'm just gonna try and make everything as round as I can by hand. Which is gonna be really, really difficult. But that's just what you gotta do when you just don't have the tools, man. You just gotta kind of do what you can, and that's what I'm doing. Alright, so this is all soldered together, and it's as round as I can really get it. And now I just need to clean it all up. And I was just watching some anime on my phone while I'm working, which has been fun. So after a lot of filing, this is pretty good, this setting. And I'm just going to solder it on the side here, but first I need to just file a little bit to make it fit in there, and I'll show you guys once I've done that. I'm just getting my round file, and I'm just going to file a little bit of a step on the bottom here, where that's going to sit in nicely onto the ring. Alright, so I have filed 2 grooves in here and also polished it. Oh my god, the lighting here is terrible. We have our grooves in the side of this thing, and then it just kind of clicks into place here, which is going to be really hard to solder, but I'm going to try and solder that right there like that. And I also did polish it because you're not going to be able to get in there to polish it later, so I have polished it now before soldering. Alright, so I'm just kneeling on the ground here. I don't know if I'm going to get this on camera or not. Maybe I can set the camera up. Just soldering stuff like this, difficulty level is 100. This is really the next level stuff, dude. I haven't actually made a ring since I used to work at the jewelry store, and at the jewelry store we just had so much more tools available, and the torch was way more precise. This soldering torch is not a precise torch. This is like just a silversmithing big torch, but we used to have the really fine torch at my old work, and it was great for stuff like this. Oh my god. Did it work? Oh my god, it might have worked. Please. I don't want to have to do that again. Oh my days, that was so hard. And I don't even know if it actually worked. Oh shit. Alright, so we got that one side on, and now we just have to solder this side without heating up the other side too much, because we don't want to lose that solder joint. And we hope that this just doesn't fall under its own weight. There we go. No! No! Ah! Alright, so food break. I do have that soldered. I tried again, and we finally got it done, I think. I've got it in the acid. I've got to check the solder joint. I'm just hoping for the best, hoping it actually worked. But now I'm just cooking up some rice, some 90-second rice, and because I don't have a microwave, I have to cook it this way, which is a little bit annoying, but you just have to heat it up in here. I'm just going to add some chicken to this and just eat it like that. Chicken and rice, man. I think I do have some freaking lettuce too, actually. I'll put some lettuce in there. Just super simple meal. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. We're on a budget. So I actually didn't have any lettuce, but we have some avocado. So it's avocado, chicken, and rice. Beautiful, beautiful meal. So this is what we have so far, guys. It is nicely soldered there. You can see that join, bloody perfect. And the join over there. And the join underneath as well. Really, really nice. And it's really nice and level too. We can twist and move that if we need to. But I think it's at a good spot. And now we just need to do another thing on the other side. Welcome back to a brand new day, ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful sunny day today. And I'm just about to cut my hair. I just went for a shower at the gym. I shaved myself, feeling good as. And I'm just thinking my hair is getting too long. It's really annoying to tie up when I'm sleeping and stuff. So I'm just going to cut it this morning. I'm looking in the mirror right here. So right now it's about here. Right now it's down here. I want it up here. So that's quite a bit that we're going to cut off, but it's going to be easier, man. It's just going to make my life simple. So see you guys when I've done that. Yo, look at this, guys. So that is a lot shorter, but I don't know if it's as short as I want to go. Just looking in the mirror here. I feel like I want to go even shorter, honestly. I think it's a bit long. I'm just trying to be careful with it. I don't want to ruin it. But we're getting there. Alright guys, so this is my new hair length. Super, super happy with it. It's just way more less annoying now. So I can just chill with it and it's not going down here. But anyway, I'm gonna get onto this freaking ring now, so let's do that. So now guys, I'm just making the bezel for this stone here. So I just need to curl up this to go around it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Not too hard, just time consuming. Alrighty, so we've got our little bezel made and we got our backing plate. I'm just going to solder that straight on top there. So that's all soldered there. Now I just need to cut this out and clean it up and solder it to the ring, which will be difficult, but we gotta do it. So I've cleaned this up really nicely, but I need to cut a hole in the back before I solder it to the ring. Alright, so we have a new bezel here. We've done the hole in the back. It's ready to be soldered on here. And just trying to figure out which way I like this. And I'm tossing up between this way, but then also that way. But I think I'm going to do it this way because of how it curves there. So it's not going to hit on stuff as much because of that curve. And I think it looks really nice up like that. So I think that is how I'm going to put it on the ring. So I'm just looking at it with the stone in there. I still think it looks better that way than on the side like that. Because I think it just makes it too round around the finger like that. But I'm not sure. They both look really good. It's such a hard decision to make. So I've got my two grooves filed inside here. And obviously we've made the decision to go this way because I think it just sits better on the underside of the ring. If I went this way, doing it like that, it would just not go with the curve, you know? And it would feel funny on the underside of the ring. Probably be uncomfortable to wear, so that is why I have decided to go this way. Yeah, and it looks really nice, perfect, sitting in there. So to solder this piece, I've got this binding wire, and it's actually held really nicely there. I don't know how well it's going to be held once I freaking heat it up, but hopefully that stays there and I can solder it like that, and that's going to be freaking awesome. Oh my god, it worked. Holy shit. If I did this first shot, that's incredible. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. It actually soldered all the way around. That binding wire was so much easier than holding it, and it's like perfect. They both have like a slight angle to them, which is perfect. Freaking, oh, it just couldn't have gone any better. I'm so happy with it. And like, this is what it looks like on finger. Like, look at that. It's gonna look freaking absolutely beautiful. Like, this is a solid freaking wedding ring. I love this thing. I reckon it's like the coolest design. And we back. It is the end of the day now. I just actually went to my friend's house today, and she dyed my hair for me. So I got blonde in the hair now. I don't know if you can see, it's pretty dark outside, but I'm under a light. But yeah, we got the blonde in the hair, which is really cool. I actually really like it. It is blotchy, but I kind of like the blotchiness. I think it looks really cool. But anyway, I'm gonna get onto the ring now. It is night time and I've got nothing else to do. I already had dinner with my friends, so I'm just chilling here. What is the time? I think I've got a few hours before bedtime. 6:20. So yeah, I've got a few hours to work on this ring. All I have to do now is just polish it up and then set the stones. So probably won't set tonight. I'll probably set tomorrow, but at least I can do is just clean it all up and polish it up, and I'll be happy with the day. So let's go do that. All I really need to do now is just work through all the grits, sanding this all and polishing it, and then we will set the stones in there. So that's it. I've polished all this. It looks bloody beautiful, and I freaking absolutely love this ring. I opened it up a bit more just so I could polish in the edges, and I kind of like it even that wide. It's really going to be up to the client how they want to wear it, and I kind of like wearing that down here. You can flip it and wear it whatever way you want. This is the coolest ring. I actually think this is amazing. Might have to make something like this for myself, honestly. Good morning, guys. It is the next day, still the same spot here in the camping store car park. I have been moving around like to my friends' houses and stuff like that. They just have nowhere to park around there, so I just keep on coming back to this spot. But it is the next day, working on this ring again, and I'm just slowly getting through it. I am going to be setting this very soon, just getting the last little bits prepared for that. And I'm scared. But let me bring you along for the ride. I am scared because setting day is the make or break day. You never know if you're going to chip a stone when you're setting, and your whole work can just be for nothing after that. Like, this day could just ruin the whole piece and you have no idea. And a fun fact is, a lot of jewelers won't even set opals that are customers' opals because of the risk. There's such a high risk stone to crack as well. Jewelers will only really set their own opals and not risk cracking a client's opals. So that is just how high a risk it is doing this sort of job. But I believe in myself. I believe we'll get it done, and we will do our best, man. Finished polishing this, but I need to clean it in my ultrasonic. But this doesn't heat up water, it only just vibrates. So I'm just heating up some water with my camping stove. I'm gonna put it in there, clean up, and then show you guys just before I set this. Alright, so this is ready to be set now. I've given it a polish, but I will be polishing after I set two for a final polish. But I've just made the settings all perfect, ready to be set. Now I just need to whack the stones in and set this thing. But this is looking so cool. I actually love it so much. So I think I want to set the garnet first. So I'm just going to whack this in, just like that. Guys, just sitting in there nice. This is going to be hard. I haven't set a freaking bezel in years, man. And I don't have any way to hold this besides on the mandrel, really. So I'm going to have to set it while it's on the mandrel, which is going to be interesting in itself. I think the opal will be harder, but I just haven't set one of these in forever, so this could also be pretty difficult just because it's been so long. But from what I remember, you just hold the stone, kind of. Oh my gosh. I need to move everything away so I have room to do this. This is going to be the hardest thing. Oh, I just have no room anywhere in my van at the moment. Everything's messy. But we just want to get two sides. Kind of hammered in on this. Oh, this is hard to do on the mandrel, man. What the hell? I wonder how many jewelers watch me and just think, what the hell is this guy doing? Somehow producing beautiful jewelry with the worst setup. Alright, so we have a first one set and it is beautiful, perfectly level. We like that setting. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful, man. Beautiful. And I polished it again. And now I just need to set the other thing now. Alright, so the other stone is in, and now I just need to set it. Now I want to try to avoid having to use my setting hammer. Now I would prefer to just use my hammer and just do this sort of thing for the setting, but I don't know if I'll be able to, because gold is super strong. But yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I am able to use this. I just don't know. Oh yeah, this is gonna have to be my setting punch. Damn. Problem is it marks the thing so much. You have to be so careful when I'm polishing this because we can't polish the opal, so we have to polish around, being very careful not to touch the opal. Alright guys, the ring is finally done, and this is the rewarding part of the job where nothing goes wrong and it actually works and you get to see a beautiful thing you've created. Oh, it's been a big week. Lots of work went into this, lots of stress as always, but the reward is just going to be amazing. I can't wait to show my client this. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this ring. Let me show you guys a close-up and I will do some packing up and reward myself with maybe going out for dinner tonight for a nice meal. So here we have the finished ring in the natural sunlight here. It is kind of, well, there's no sun actually right now. It's kind of behind the clouds. So the opal's not crazy bright here, but it is a beautiful, beautiful stone. But let's focus on the ring and not the stones right now. How amazing is that bloody ring? I am so happy with it. I want to show you guys what it looks like on a finger. If you go right here, this is size L on my finger here. Fits absolutely perfectly. And you can wear it either that way, which is really, really cool. I actually really love it. But I might actually probably wear it this way. I like that way better, yeah. Something about this way just looks way better to me. I would love to hear your thoughts on what way you would wear the ring. But I think this way is bloody perfect. It just sits on the hand really, really nicely and just, it is awesome. I really love this ring. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I might have to make something like this for myself because just, look at that, man. It's a statement piece. The further I go away so you guys can see, let me zoom out. So that's how it looks just if I was just chilling, you know? Like, it's such a big ring, but not at the same time. It's like, it's a really good size, like, statement ring, like something very eye-catching. Everyone's gonna see it. I think it's absolutely freaking beautiful. I'm just so happy with it. Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing to see that. Alright, so I've just sent that one straight off in the mail today. I did call my client and I just couldn't help but show them. I was really excited. I was really happy with the work. So I showed the husband. He's still going to keep it a surprise for his wife, but he got to see it and he loved it, and it's awesome, man. It was so awesome. I'm really happy with how that came out. But now it's just later in the day and I'm editing this video and I've just realized it's going for 40 minutes. So I think I'm going to upload this one separately and I'm going to make the men's ring in the next video. So stay tuned for that one. We're going to get that done in the next few days. So that video will be the next video that comes out. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear what you guys think of what I made, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.